people of internet, it's Mike, and today I'm going to start my epic journey into the world of art. So before that exactly day, I have never drawn, and I'm going to start with, some doodles and some sketches. Actually, no, this is all garbage. I want to become a professional. Like those cool guys on the internet, like Psychra and Bob Needback and the Cynics, whatever you like. I like Fang Zhu a lot, but of course, we have to become better, even better than they are, because they are garbage, and I'm gonna become the best of the best. I'm gonna become like, those guys like Naruto. He had a dream of becoming Hokage, and he wanted, he had a dream, and I'm gonna become the next Hokage, and the Ash wanted to catch them all, the Pokemon, and he actually, I think he did. I'm not sure. I never finished the series, so I'm not sure. Maybe he did, maybe he did not, but that's not important today. This is not important. We're gonna become like next Kim Jong-il, like, we're gonna draw supercars and zebras and animals and guns and motorcycles, like that, in perspective, and it's gonna be cool. Okay, so I've actually learned a little bit, and I know a few things that are important in art, and those things are perspective. Okay, perspective is important. Now, second is proportions. This is good. Now we have already established a list. Well, maybe a little bit of color theory. Color. I'm not sure. Maybe there is another letter here. Okay. And maybe values. But these are like icing on the cake. But we need cake first. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna establish a picture for you guys. I'm gonna make a nice picture, and I'm gonna apply all of the basics to that picture. So it will be, it will have a professional look on it. Like, Fang Zhu, he taught me how to make everything look professional. So we will apply those things. So first of all, you have to think of your canvas as a camera. So it's not just a piece of paper or a piece of, a monitor, your display. No, it's actually a camera, and you're looking into that piece of paper, and you're actually looking like into a screen, into a camera, and there are things in like, directory and how you put things together. So first rule that I've learned is that it's a rule of thirds. So if you establish your thirds, okay, let me scroll it back so I will see proportion better. If you don't know about this rule, it's a rule in design that if you, okay, let me press pass. That's not looking good. That is not looking okay. I think it's close enough. Not really. Okay, something like this. Alright, so if you don't know about this rule, I'm gonna make this transparent, is basically a rule that you have these four corners, and on these corners everything will look better. If you have a picture of a house and you put your house in here, and there's a perspective in here, it will look better. So that is first thing that you have to remember, and I will remember about that, so I established this little thing. It will help me to establish a professional looking picture. Nice. Okay, the next thing is perspective, of course, and we're not going to start with something crazy like a fish-eye perspective of Kim Jong-il, because he's on a whole another level. I'm just starting out. I can do that fish-eye thing. I don't even know how to do that. So I'm gonna start with basic one-point perspective, and we're gonna make it somewhere here. So if you make it here, actually, how do you make, basically you can ask me, how do you make perspective lines? Well, you choose a point somewhere on your screen. If you make it lower, then you will look on the whole scene from above, and if you make it higher, you will look at the whole scene. Actually, you will see it like you are on the ground, and if you do something like this, you will see the whole picture from above. So that's something. Okay, I'm gonna probably put my perspective line here, and I'm gonna put this little dot that will indicate the point of perspective. And I'm not really good at drawing straight lines, as you can see. Kind of wonky and just not really that good. Just doesn't look professional. We are here for the professional look of our image. So I'm gonna use this little tool that will make my lines straight. And okay, you just put, it doesn't matter how many lines, as much as you can, or actually as you need. I don't know, maybe you need more lines. So this is the first step. The next step is to put horizontal lines. And how do you do that? So imagine that you put your first line in here. Actually, we're going to put it in here. So your next line will be half of this distance. So somewhere about here. Actually, here, I guess. Okay, and the next one will be half of this space. So it's going to be here. And the next one is half of this space, probably here, and so on. But probably you will not be able to do that exactly, and you will not be able to divide in half after that point. But it doesn't matter, just make sure that your lines are small, the distance between lines are small, so it will create this effect of depth. And as you can already see, this is, I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is, let me make it more transparent. This creates a 3D effect, like we're actually looking at some space. Whew, that is really great. So actually they were not lying. These guys were not lying. Basics are important. Wow. It's already looking great. Already looking professional. Okay. So the next step is I have to choose where my point of interest will be. I'm not sure what I'm going to draw. Will it be a character, or I don't know, a landscape or something like that? But it's not important right now. Right now we have to choose where that thing will be. Have to do the basics. So imagine if we'll put our character, I think I will do a character after all, in here. So after that, what's next? What is going to happen with this character? What is this all negative space doing? I don't know. Do you? Probably not as well. So we have to use this negative space somehow, and just for now we will, I'm not sure about that. We will establish our point of interest in order. Okay, so I don't think I will put it in here, because then this all negative space in here is kind of strange. Probably I'm going to put my character in here, and something will happen to him from this place. You see that? This is design already. This is professional thinking already. We're not playing games here, we're actually doing art, okay? So we will put, so our interest will rest somewhere in here, or it will not rest. It will actually, you know, there will be some action. I'm not sure about that yet. So we are going to encapsulate our character, our person, in a cube. And in order to make a cube in perspective, you put a horizontal line just as before. It's just straight horizontal, nothing new here. Then you go up, just make a square basically. You go up. How tall he will be, I'm not sure, so we're gonna make it a pretty tall square like that. And okay, as I already said, I'm not really good with making straight lines, so I'm going to use my straight lines tool again in order to make my cube. So how do you do that? Your angles should line up with this point always. This is how it works. Like that, and like that, and like that, and finally the last corner is here. It's actually a little bit off. Yes, that will do. And as you can see, this is how perspective works. So from that established figure, we have to cut, and in order to do that, you make, you know, the other side of the cube by just adding straight lines up and to the left and to the right, and the rest we will just erase, and it's a cube. Yeah, it's already looking great. It's already have a structure. It's already have perspective. So if someone like Psyker will critique you, he will not tell you like, oh man, your perspective is not that good, your perspective is bad. Okay, we already figured out how to not do these mistakes. How to not do these mistakes. It was so simple. Wow. Nothing really that hard. Okay. I'm actually thinking already that maybe I can do that. Maybe I can become next Kim Jong-il. He's really good with perspective, and I'm actually pretty good with perspective, as you can see. It's working. I understand how it works. Yes. This is great. Okay. So the next step is actually getting some shit on the canvas. And that is not easy, my friends. That is not easy. So I think for today's episode, that is enough. I hope someone actually learned something. I did, for sure. And these series are more important for me because I'm actually, going to be a professional one day. Yeah. So I think next time our character will be somewhere in here, and now I'm gonna have a fucking atomic explosion here, and someone's gonna chase him, like zombie Nazis are going to chase my character, and some AK-47s are going to fire him, and he's gonna run down, run here, and some airplanes are going to attack, drop bombs on him, and